Makers who invent things from a place of love and a place of passion and a place of inspiration is about as good as it gets. The more stories I hear, the more I travel, I am drawn to those types of people and to those types of stories. I want to encourage other people to find that same place and to build from there. I think it's the wave of the future. I think it's as cool as it gets.
I have a secret garden that inspires makers of the future. I remember, like, in the streets of Baghdad, my brother and I, Adam, we would create things. That and watching my parents being very creative, taking things that were nothing and turning them into something that was useful and beautiful. You know, my blueprint has been that. I don't think I had a choice. I think it just like came natural in what I saw and what I needed to do. My blueprint has been like my mom taking rags literally from secondhand stores and buying the best material, but maybe it has a hole in it, and buying a big jacket that she would like cut and recut and remake into something beautiful. So I grew up in things that were so beautiful and so minimalistic, but had a lot of character and warmth to it. And that's what I'm constantly duplicating. I think it's just been my experience. It's been my path that I've had the fortune to travel on. I was fortunate when I was 16 years old, was sent to Greece, and the job I landed was in a carpentry shop. They tell me never to touch a thing. I work extra hard, I impress them, they leave me alone. So when they leave, you know, occasionally to go deliver a piece of furniture they finished to a client, I would take it upon myself to go and cut and do things. And they would come back and they were like screaming at me. Like, we told you not to touch that machine. You cannot cut anything. I was like, I'm sorry. You know, and after a while, like, okay, fine, you could do it, but be very careful. It afforded me a skill that I didn't know. Nowadays, you know, like when I see beautiful wood that I'm salvaging from a cottage or a siding that is, you know, thick wood that's like 120 years old, I don't have the heart to throw it out, so I turn it into, you know, a table like that, or the dining room tables in gathering rooms, or a bookcase or something else. So we were living in Beverly Hills, and Sophia was 14, and it was around April. She had not turned 14 yet, and I just all of a sudden, I mean, we were pretty happy in Beverly Hills, and all of a sudden, I don't know why, it just hit me like a brick wall. Like, wait a second, she's going to high school and she's gonna go to Beverly Hills High. And I just freaked out, like, I don't think I wanna do that. So we started looking at properties, and we visited a few places, and Ojai just made sense. One of my reasons that made it easier was the property had 3 or 4 rentals on it. And I thought, why not? You know, it's just helping the mortgage payment. So we had those renters that we inherited for about a year. One of them moved a year after, and I started fixing the place and kind of been bit by the renovation bug. So I started fixing it, and I fixed it like too well. And after fixing it, I started putting nice furniture in it, and I'm like, I don't think I want a permanent renter here. So the whole idea of like maybe vacation rental or weekends here and there, and then it just one thing led to another. And here we are with goats, chicken, turkey, and sheep. We make everything almost here on the property, from cheese, yogurt, eggs, you know, fresh from our chicken coop, to milk and everything else in between. You know, just living here, it was more organic than it just the way it grew. Like the goats are here because we're lactose intolerant. My son and I are lactose intolerant. Sophia has allergies, and we've done some research, and the goat milk was like the best thing we've done to cure her allergies. Same thing with the chicken, you know, from the meat to the vegetables to the herbs, and making as much as we can. We're not self-sustained 100%, but we're pretty close. It's a secret garden. One of the reasons I wanted to offer it to people that want to come to it because they want to see something that would give them the reason to change something in their diet, their life, their stress level, whatever it is. Obviously, the farm things have to be done. You can't afford to just sit down and do nothing. You know, if I want milk, I have to get up at 5 o'clock, 5:30 or 6 and go milk and clean the barn and filter the milk. And I don't just like open a bottle and just drink milk. So you have to get up early in the morning because the animals will be like going crazy if you don't get them out of the barn. If you don't milk them, the young ones are gonna milk them for you and you're gonna have no milk. You milk, you have to make something out of it because after 2 or 3 days, this is fresh milk, it's raw milk. You have to turn it into something. So you have to, you know, turn it into yogurt, turn it into cheeses, or drink it. The garden, obviously, if you don't tend to it, it's just gonna become a weed haven. And the same thing with the trees. You have to tend to them if it's a tree that's crooked or if it's, you know, the water is not watering properly. So you have to do all those chores because you have no choice. This is my own quiet movement to say, you know, where like, I don't want to preach to people. I want to just do it and live by example, and people come and take whatever they think they need out of it.